People are hospitalized following a violent night of gunfire here in the borough. One of those victims, a 17-year-old girl who police say was shot in the face. News 12's Ellie Murillo has the very latest from the scene of one of those shootings. Ellie.
At this hour, we are learning that a 31-year-old man and a 17-year-old girl were shot last night in two separate shootings right here in our borough. I'm actually standing at the scene where that teenager was shot overnight. Police say they responded to a shooting near a park around midnight at 500 Trinity Avenue. When they arrived, they found the 17-year-old girl with a gunshot wound to her face. We are told the victim was on the street when a man walked up to her and just started shooting, striking the teen in her nose. Police are now on the search for two men. We are told they were dressed in gray. One of them wore a red sweatshirt. Nearly an hour earlier in Fordham, police say a 31-year-old man was also shot in a separate shooting. We are told around 11 o'clock last night, someone opened fire into a crowd and struck the man in the left arm near East 194th Street and Marion Avenue. Police tell us one person was taken into custody and that a firearm was recovered at the scene. Both victims in these shootings were taken to area hospitals where they are recovering at this hour. As for the shooting involving that 17-year-old girl, no arrests have been made, but the investigation is ongoing. We're in Mott Haven. Ellie Murillo.
In our borough, it was a violent night in Brooklyn as two men were shot and killed in two separate incidents. News 12's Jordan Cassane is in Sheepshead Bay, where one of those men lost his life.
Police say that right around 11 p.m. last night, they responded to calls of shots fired right here at the corner of Avenue W and Batchelder Street. They tell us that just about 4 hours later, they received more calls of another male shot in Brownsville, and they tell us that both of these men did succumb to their injuries. Police say that after arriving to the scene, they discovered one 18-year-old male lying unconscious and unresponsive with two gunshot wounds to his head. They tell us that man was rushed to NYC Health and Hospitals, Coney Island, where he was pronounced dead. His identity has yet to be released. And in Brownsville, right around 3 in the morning, police received another call of shots fired. They say that upon their arrival at 240 Lott Avenue, they found a 32-year-old man who was shot in his torso. He was unconscious and unresponsive as well. They tell us that victim was transported to Brookdale University Medical Center, where he was pronounced dead too. There is no evidence to indicate that these shootings have any connection to one another, and no arrests have been made in connection to either of the incidents. And again, no suspects have been arrested in connection to either of these shootings. The investigation is still ongoing, so be sure to stay with us right here on News 12 as we keep you updated. In Sheepshead Bay, Jordan Cassane, News 12.